Well, let's go ahead and get started. I want to be sensitive to everybody's time. I know we're just trying to get this call series, get it up and running. But this morning, I wanted to talk for those of you who are working in a Walmart store. I don't know if anybody on here is working in a Walmart store, but if you are, it's probably winding down towards the end of March. And so many of the agents have been asking me, well, what do I do now? So I wanted to make sure that anybody who's in our Allstate program knows that we have a really unique, I shouldn't say unique, exclusive opportunity to use the Allstate brand that nobody else is allowed to use. So I thought I would show you how that actually works. So if you go out to our website, which you should be able to see on your screen, if you look up in the upper right-hand corner, you will find a button here that says shop. And if you click on it, you will end up in our Allstate store. So if you click on Allstate, what you're going to find is the only place where you can get Allstate branded consumer marketing materials. Yep. I talk to people at Allstate and they tell me they can't even get this stuff. So you're really missing out on an opportunity if you aren't leveraging the fact that you can leverage probably the best brand name in our portfolio. A brand name that runs Super Bowl commercials, a brand name that is constantly being presented to the general public in almost every way, in any way that you can think of. So what I thought we would do is spend a little time talking about how can we leverage the Allstate brand and the materials in the store that you can purchase. By the way, you can even get business cards with the Allstate brand on it, and I'll explain in a minute why the heck would you want to do that. You'll also notice there are rack cards in here, there are table runners, and there's a pull-up banner, kind of like the one you see over my shoulder. So on these particular tools, what do you do with them? So let's start off with the package. So if you start off with the package, you get a table runner, a banner, rack cards, business cards, and an acrylic holder, kind of like the one I've got here. So the first thing I would recommend is you need to go online and Google search Allstate auto and homeowners agents in your area. I would literally write them all down, and I would either call or better still stop by, introduce yourself, give out your Allstate card, and say, hey, we work together. I know you do auto and home. I do life and health. And what you can do is negotiate to where you can put your materials in their office. You might put the rack cards in there. You might put a pull-up banner in. Basically, what you do is if you can find 10 to 20 Allstate offices, you do a deal and you say, look, I don't do auto and home. I'll send those to you. You don't do life and health, you send those to me. Now, if you go out and talk to 20 of them, not all 20 of them are going to do it. You don't want to have to buy materials for 20 different Allstate shops anyway. But even if you could only find 3 that would be willing to work with you and collaborate and network with you, you've got a really excellent partner that doesn't cost you a dime. And by having Allstate branded materials, you might say, yeah, well, why don't I just order materials with my own brand on it, my own information on it? Obviously, these all get customized to you with your contact info, but why the Allstate brand? Well, the reason is if you're working with an Allstate auto and home agent, that much more easy for him or her to be able to explain who you are and what you do by saying, yep, this is an Allstate opportunity. It just makes your life a lot easier to be able to brand at an Allstate office. So that would be the first thing I would do. Go online, do a Google search around where you live, find all the Allstate auto and homeowners agents. The second thing I would do is I would capitalize or leverage on the Allstate name. Why go through all this if you're not leveraging it? If you're in a Walmart store, what a great combination of brands. You got Allstate, one of the best known brands on our shelf, and then you got Walmart. A lot of agents have been using their own personal branding, and that's totally fine. The Walmart folks allow you to do that. But I just promise you, you'll get a lot more attention if it says Allstate. Now, if it does say Allstate, you're going to get people who are going to come up and say, hey, can I get a quote on my auto? Or, hey, I have a customer service problem with my homeowners. Don't see that as a negative. People are coming up to you. Who cares why? And yes, if they have a problem, you need to have an Allstate agent you can refer them back to on the auto and home stuff. I think agents are really missing out on an opportunity to leverage this brand. If you've been in the business a long time and you've already got a brand and a reputation in your community, this is probably a waste of your time. In fact, I wouldn't do it. But most agents don't have that. They don't have a brand that their community knows about them, knows what they do. So why not leverage the Allstate brand? It is the only consumer brand that we have where you can get these kinds of tools and materials with the Allstate brand already pre-approved and already ready to go. Shows up on your front door. It is all customized with your name, your contact info. You can put a QR code on there, your website, anything you want. And it's all pre-approved, so you don't have to go through the whole approval process. Already a done deal. Now, in our store, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. I just wanted to make sure on this call that we remind everybody that these tools can be branded for Allstate. We don't have any other brand, by the way. So it's either your brand or the Allstate brand. Those are the only ones that our store has the ability to do. And again, all you have to do is jump on our website, and there's the word shop in the upper right-hand corner. You click on that, and you'll end up in our store. Okay? You guys are quiet? Questions, comments, thoughts? How would you go about utilizing Allstate branded materials? Anybody thought? Okay. You guys are quiet today. So what we'll do is, again, go out to our store and feel free to poke around in there and see the kind of tools and materials you like. It doesn't have to be Allstate materials, but I just wanted to spend some time this morning talking about how we can leverage the Allstate brand. If you have any questions, let me know. Once again, my name is Andy Daster. Thank you so much for joining this morning. I wanted to keep it short and sweet and give you a really good marketing idea. We'll get back to all kinds of great product and other materials here soon. Oh, that's great, Emma. Thanks, Teresa. Have a great day. See you guys.